oh my god. Okay, here we go. So anyways, she had been talking about getting this puppy, right, for a little while, and I was just like, yeah, because we were getting in trouble with our house because of our dogs, and I had, my friends' dogs over all the time, and, I let my dogs play outside in the yard. They know to stay in their yard, and it's totally fine, but a lot of the people were complaining because we had a lot of large breed dogs that were off leash, and it's kind of scary, which I get. So, we did keep the dogs on a leash. The only dogs that were not on a leash were normally, Dakota or Max, because I need my dogs to reach me in case of something happening, because I'm a risk of fainting. So, T. Normally in my videos, especially on here, you'll see at least one dog off of the lead and one dog on the lead, so that is why. Anyways, so at this point, she owed us, money. She owed us at least $400 if we want to, narrow it down to just the plane ticket and the rent for the month of August. She said, I can't do that. So my mom was like, okay, it's fine, just do it when you can. She was struggling to find a job. She couldn't find a job anywhere. She went to one place and ultimately they said no because she was late. So, a week after that, she says, I'm going to get this $500 puppy, when she owes us at least $400 if we're just narrowing it down, right? She says, I'm going to get this $500 puppy because I need it a lot, when she could barely she could barely feed herself anything. And my mom was like, that's not a good idea. And she talked to her, and she was like, you know what? She was trying to give her a reason that, the house is complaining, so that she would do the responsible thing and pay rent where she was living and save money for her to eat food and, pay for her own stuff. That was the real reason. She turned it into, your mom wants to kick me out because of whatever. My mom gave her the ultimatum. She said, if you get this dog and choose not to pay rent, then you can't live here anymore. We'll let you stay here until you can figure out what you're doing. But if you're choosing the dog over rent, then I don't want to deal with it anymore. That's basically what my mom was saying. My mom wasn't saying you can't get a dog. It was, if you can't pay rent, you can't be here. She decided that she wanted the dog over rent. That was the problem. She's twisting it and she's turning it all the way around. So just to clear that up. Obviously, after she had to leave, she was super pissy, and she was pissed off because she couldn't manipulate to get what she wanted anymore, which, I don't like calling people manipulators, but that is literally all I see when I look back at this. It's because you didn't get your way, so now you're pissed, and now you're trying to turn everybody against me. She wasn't able to stay here for free any longer, so she's pissed. Anyways, even after that, I still bought her this $100 stroller after she got Storm, and I was still being supportive and everything, paying for food, all kinds of stuff. If you're wondering how she paid for this puppy, by the way, because she didn't have a job, she drove 3 hours, an hour, I don't know, she drove a long fucking way. She drove at least 2 hours away to this kid who had cancer, who was a fan of her. Took $500. We all went out to eat with this kid. She talked shit about him the entire time, sold him a suitcase, and he handed her, $500, paid for her gas, all that kind of stuff. She's used to that. Anyways, took this money from this dying kid, didn't want anything to do with him, just wanted his money basically, and that was how she was able to pay for this puppy. It was because he gave her $500 for the puppy. So instead of using that money responsibly, putting some away towards the puppy and paying her rent, she decided to just get a puppy, and that was the entire problem, is that it wasn't responsible. So then she went to go stay with a friend. That part is true. I hung out with them a couple of times, but I could kind of tell she was really pissed at me. And there's a lot of stuff that was said off of the text message, but she's using the text messages against me, which is totally fine. Everybody gets mad sometimes, especially when your friends are being shady or doing shitty things. You're allowed to get mad. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's just life. So she was pissed at me. I could kind of tell. We were still kind of friends, hanging out, whatever. Everything was cool. I decided right then and there that I was going to stop paying for stuff. So I stopped paying for stuff. That pissed her off a little bit more. The night that they left, her and Shelby left the same night. They were going to drive up together, but in their own cars. And Shelby was super sweet. I love Shelby. She's amazing. She gave me a genuine hug and all that. And then Maddie was kind of distant. I could tell, you could feel vibes. You know what I mean? Nothing against that. She was just a little bit pissy. Things didn't work out. It's fine. I get it. But the second that she left and, went home, that's when shit was real. So she stopped talking to me, and she told me, she said, hey, like, a letter is supposed to be coming, right, from her boyfriend who was in the military. And I was like, okay. And I told her, I dead ass looked her in the eye, and I said this, and I meant it. I said, if a letter comes here, I will give it to you, because I know how important that is. If Nolan was in the military, and, you know, he was sending me letters, and that was the only way I could communicate, like, that's super important. I'm not gonna hold that from you. Like, I'm gonna give that to you. What is in my eyebrow? It's just a glare. Okay. So I told her, and this was 100% genuine. I said, I will give you the letters if I receive them. You know, days pass. She's not messaging me. I've been talking to Shelby. Everything's cool, but she's not talking to me, like, at all. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, what's the deal? Like, are you actually, like, mad? What's the problem? Not responding. The only time that she would respond is to ask me about her letter. So, you know, at this point, like, a week has gone by, and I'm just like, is that all you care about? Like, you don't care about anything that I did for you? Like, you're not grateful? You know, none of this mattered. Just your fucking letter, basically. I was like, really? So, like, our whole friendship is based on a letter now. Like, okay. Like, I know it's important, and I knew it was important, but it's just, like, it was annoying me at that point. So I decided to test out if that's really all she cared about. You know, I would say, hey, I would get no response. I would say, like, hey, I hope you're doing well. I would get no response. And so then I decided, you know, I'm just going to say, like, hey, I have your letter, so that I could see if I get a response. I said that to her, and she responded to me, thus proving my point that she only cared about herself and her letter and her belongings and her shit. So she only cared about herself, basically. That was the point that I was trying to prove. It was shitty, yeah, but I was basically just trying to prove to myself, basically, that what I was seeing was real, and that she only cared about this letter. Behind the scenes, I guess she was not doing good mentally, and I had no idea because she was not communicating to me. So, shit went down, and the whole shit and caboodle popped. So, yeah, that's something I never thought I'd say before. Anyways, things settled down for a little bit, and then she posted about getting this job, and, I had no way of seeing that because she had blocked me, and I was like, okay, cool. So she had blocked me, and I made a post, just a general statement of my beliefs, and I guess around the same time she had posted something somewhere. So she assumed it was about her, and then she started this shitstorm telling lies about how my dogs bit her and all this other stuff. And it's just really funny because everything that she said happened was like almost flipped. So it's like, it's so weird because I've never seen people do this. Like, it's literally like, I don't want to say like certain words, but anyways, it's really fucked up because it's like the things that she's accusing, you know, me of doing, or like my dogs of doing, is like, it was actually like her and like her dogs. So yeah, anyways, the whole hotel thing about, you know, Cloud and Dakota getting in a fight, that was fucking real. And she wasn't in the bathroom, she was actually standing right there. Both of us were in the room. Nolan was the only one out of the room. He was actually downstairs getting the luggage. This was when we first arrived in California in the hotel. And so Dakota decided to jump on the bed where Cloud was laying, and Cloud just went at her. And I kid you fucking not, it's not a fucking lie. I'm not trying to hide, you know, shit that my dog did. My dog doesn't do that. Cloud is resource guards, and, you know, she does all kinds of that stuff. You know, when she first got here, she was resource guarding Bones, and, you know, was snapping at Max. So, I mean, like, that's shit that's, like, irrelevant. That's stuff that, like, really doesn't matter. But, like, if you're gonna lie, like, you need to be a better liar, because, like, that shit's not cool. Like, that's the kind of stuff that's, like, that's not cool to fucking, like, talk about and, like, flip around. You know what I mean? So, with my own eyes, I see them get into a fight. It was very clear that Cloud initiated it. She was pissed that Dakota, you know, had almost jumped on her, basically. And so they got into a little bit of a scuffle. It wasn't that bad. It was just a scuffle. It wasn't like a real fight or anything. And Dakota's tongue was bleeding. And I immediately started going into a panic attack, and she had texted me, and she had said, like, she's sorry. And I was like, you know what, like, it's cool, it's whatever. I don't have those DMs anymore because she blocked me, but, you know, it's fine. You're gonna just have to take that with a grain of salt. But that's what actually happened. I went down to the outside of the hotel, and I was crying to Nolan because I was so upset that it was going to be another Diamond situation, because Diamond acted exactly like Cloud acted, and it was just triggering. Okay, moving on. After that, you know, everything was cool. There's so much shit that you guys don't know that I don't want to bring up, and I don't want people to see her. I don't want to alter people's way of seeing her. That is not my goal. I just want the truth to be out there. And if there's anything that's not relevant, which there's a ton of shit that's not relevant to this that I could say that would literally rip her apart, and I have so many, like, screenshots and just, like, shit that is saved that there's so many things that I could post about and say, but I won't, because I'm going to stick to what's really important. And, like, all the other shitty shit that she's done, I'm not going to bring up because it's not relevant. And it would ultimately just make me look bad because it would look like I'm bringing more shit up. So anyways. Am I done talking? I don't fucking know. Yes, I'm in my pajamas doing this rant because I just can't be bothered, you know? I don't understand why people still stand her. Like, I just don't. Like, at this point, it's like, she literally told somebody, like, the topic was not even about me. Like, literally, I had nothing to do with it, and she told somebody just to go hate on me. She fucking started this. Like, I don't understand what you think is gonna happen, like, when you do that. Like, why is my name still in your mouth? You know, if it's so annoying to you, then, like, why do you keep talking about it? You know what I mean? Like, you're clearly not that hurt by it. Like, you're clearly not affected. So, like, leave it alone. And if you are, then text me. Like, it's just, she's always the victim. She always has to be the victim. And it's just annoying. It's upsetting and it's annoying to people who are actually victims. Like, Okay, anyways. That's a lot of tea for tonight. I fucking hate talking about this shit. I fucking hate bringing this shit back up. I want it to be fucking over with. All of this fucking shit happened in August. It's fucking December now. Like, honey, where the fuck are you? Because you are lost. Literally just can't deal. Like, what the fuck am I doing to you other than existing at this point? What? Sorry, I'm, like, not able to put captions on this because I talk so fast and my ADHD will make me lose my train of thought, so I have to just, like, get it all out. So if you want me to sum it up for you, just DM me and I'll text you everything that was said, so. Why is nobody talking about the fact that she's posting all of these screenshots of personal messages between her and I that are all out of context and she's just twisting it? And why is nobody talking about that? Why is nobody talking about the fact that it's okay for her to just post messages? That's the only reason why I posted that one. I normally don't do that. Like, I normally don't post messages people send me, and if I do, I block out their name and it's, like, anonymous or whatever. So it's just, like... And now she's like, oh my god, I posted a stock photo storm and then she does it. It's like, bitch, we both have fucking German Shepherds. I don't post fucking stock photos ever. Like, I don't post them on my actual account. I just posted one randomly. Like, I'm fucking sorry. I don't stalk your page like you do to me, so don't get ahead of yourself. She goes on to say that she's like, oh, when people ask me about you, I just drop it. Like, no, you don't. Did you not just see what you just sent to somebody? Like, did you not just, you inserted me into a random conversation with a stranger and told them to hate on me because I deserve it? Honey, no. That's not ignoring. What? And then she wants to bring up Drew Lynch. Like, you personally messaged Drew Lynch and told him that I harass you. You have shit backwards. Like, seriously backwards. That's all I gotta say. And it's like, she constantly subtweets me on her posts. And it's clear that she's talking about me. Like, it's literally clear. Like, people, if a bunch of people are sending it to me, assuming it's about me, then, like, you're making it too obvious that it's about me because you want a reaction out of people. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you can't tell me that I'm doing shit when you're literally talking about me on almost a regular basis, and then you want to lie about it and be like, why didn't it say name, so it's not about her? Why is she assuming it's about her? Because a bunch of other people are assuming it's about me, which means it's probably fucking about me because people are jumping to that conclusion, and I just can't. There's some things that, like, I just don't want to talk about because I just don't want to bring them up, but, like, there's just so much shit that people don't know, and I really want to share it because y'all would be like, oh fuck, and then everybody would be like, oh shit, she's not who we thought she was. But, you know, if I do that without proof, then everybody's like, she's just talking and she doesn't have proof and da-da-da-da-da. Oh my fucking god. I wish I saved so much more shit. Oh my god. And yeah, I'm pissed about it. I have a right to be pissed about it because I'm being talked about behind my back on a daily basis when I literally gave this girl a home when she didn't have one. Logic. Anyways, what I will say is, what do you consider cheating? Do you consider going out on a dinner date with somebody for money cheating? Is that considered cheating? I don't know. I feel like Nolan would be pretty upset if I went out with somebody on a dinner date to a fancy restaurant just to get money from them and possibly more. I don't know. I don't know. I need to stop talking. People are gonna fucking rip this to shreds. Oh god, go ahead. If y'all knew the shit that went on while she was here, you would be like, fuck. But, you know, I minded my own business because I'm a good friend, and, you know, even though your friend's doing something shitty, you can't really tell them what to do, so you're just like, yeah, cool, cool. You want to talk about Zeus, by the way. Zeus is doing great. He's actually starting to gain weight now. We had to switch his food, which is fine. That's normal. I had to switch Max's food like 3 times for him to finally get on something that he would keep weight on. It's just something that dogs struggle with. Anyways, stop talking shit about my dogs. At least I don't fucking throw my dogs and fucking throw them onto their backs in the middle of a fucking airport. Like, let's not forget about how that was a thing as well. In the airport, she got mad at Cloud, and let me tell you, she would prong correct Cloud. This is honestly probably one of the reasons why Cloud is so fearful. Every time Cloud does something bad, literally the most minuscule thing that Cloud does bad, she yanks her fucking prong, and Cloud yelps. She yelps all the fucking time. I have video footage of her yelping. I have so many fucking videos of Cloud yelping in the background from being corrected by her prong that it's like literally not even funny. And one time I was like, yeah, let's switch dogs, like let me work with Cloud for a little bit. She had her fucking e-collar setting to the highest fucking setting, if not like 2 below that. Like, that's not cool. Like, that's abuse. Like, that's borderline abuse there. Like, that's not cool. And like I literally told her, I'm like, you know, like Cloud feels like a 9. Like, she does not need to be on a 50 something. Like, that your dog is fine. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I had to physically take Cloud away from her at the airport because Cloud didn't want to walk through the elevator. So she literally picked her up by her neck with both hands, picked her up and shoved her, and Cloud landed on her back, and she's like, she's just dramatic. I dead ass, kid you fucking not, took her fucking dog away from her. I dead fucking ass took Cloud from her. I was like, I got it. I was literally like, oh my fucking god, like, I got it. Like, I took fucking Cloud and I handled Cloud for the fucking 5 minutes that she needed to cool down. Like, that type of shit is not cool. For you to be saying that I purposely starve my dogs and don't take care of them. I take the best fucking care of them that I fucking can. I'm financially fucking stable. My dogs literally get all kinds of fucking care. They get their fucking nails done professionally. They get fucking vet checkups every fucking month. Like, my fucking Max had to go to the fucking vet. I had to pay $500 for him to get put on anti-fucking biotics. I don't think you could fucking afford that. Like, there's just so much shit that it takes to be a responsible fucking dog owner. It's like, you have no room to talk when you literally physically fucking abuse your dogs. Like, don't fucking come at me with that shit. I'm so fucking pissed over that. I purposely starved fucking Zeus. Like, no, he had to go and get fucking dewormed again, so like, fuck you. He's still fucking recovering from it. Like, literally, fuck you. Like, I'm so fucking done with this bitch, and like, I kept my cool the whole time I was ranting about this, but I'm literally getting so pissed because this bitch is so fucking asshat backwards. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I literally need to stop. Like, I don't hate her, but like, I'm so mad that after everything we've been through together, this is how everything happened. Like, this is how everything had to come to be, and I'm just so fucking pissed over it.